I'm so excited for this video. Hey, it's Dianel. The reason I said I was excited for this video is not because I think it's a good video idea, like it's just like whatever. It's because I get the opportunity to talk about something that I fucking enjoy talking about, and that is shows. I love shows, and specifically this one show. Let me just get to it. Pretty Little Liars. That iconic show that ended like 2 years ago is back. It's a spin-off. PLL The Perfectionists. I've been waiting for this show since they announced it literally a year and a half ago. Yesterday it finally aired, and I wanted to watch it live because why the fuck not? Like, I never get to watch it live because I don't have cable. But I watched it live. I got the free trial of YouTube TV, and I'm going to cancel that real quick. I should cancel that probably because it's $40 a month, and I'm not going to pay $40 a month. But that's besides the point. Today I'm just going to rant, share my thoughts, review, if you will, Pretty Little Liars The Perfectionist. And yeah, if you enjoy that show, please hear me out. And if you plan on watching the show and don't care about spoilers, watch it. If you care about spoilers, then you probably want to click off this video. And if you don't like the show, just like, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna get started. And the first thing I'm gonna touch upon is literally the fact that yesterday I realized, because last week I realized Riverdale was doing this musical episode, and I was like, wow, okay, they're doing a musical episode, cool. And then yesterday I was on Twitter and I was like, oh my god, today is Pretty Little Liars The Perfectionist Day, and I'm so excited for this. And then I see there's like, oh wait, today is also the day for the musical episode of Riverdale. And I was just like, oh, that's weird. And then I realized that they literally aired at the same time. So Freeform put The Perfectionist in a time slot where it would essentially take away viewers from Riverdale, because it's basically the same target audience. Like, literally the same people that watch Riverdale probably are going to watch Pretty Little Liars The Perfectionist. They're like attracting viewers from Riverdale to watch the show because, okay, the thing about Pretty Little Liars The Perfectionist is that it comes from a show that was iconic. Like, people that watch Pretty Little Liars and watch Riverdale now are going to want to go back to Pretty Little Liars, you know? And that's the thing, like, I feel like Riverdale also put the musical episode on that day for the sole purpose of, like, because it's a musical episode. It's one of the ones that always attracts so many viewers. So if they put that there, then it's like more of a competition. So like, oh, should I watch the musical episode of Riverdale or should I watch the series premiere of The Perfectionist? So like, I don't know. It was like a really petty situation, and I was like, wow, oh, okay. And then Freeform literally posted, remember when Pretty Little Liars like invented live tweeting and literally tagged Riverdale? So there's a lot of petty behavior going on, and I don't know what to say. Both shows are going to be airing at the same time, so that's like kind of like which show is going to get the viewers. Like what, like I'm afraid like a show is going to be canceled because of the other one, and it's just, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Let's get into the actual show. I know I just went on a rant about something that doesn't even matter, but you know, that's what I do best. Let's talk about Allison. Allison, I'm so excited about like Allison and Mona. These two hated each other, and now I feel like they're gonna bond more because they're literally the only ones that know each other, I guess. So Allison, she moved, and I have concerns of my own. She talked to Mona and was talking about how Emerson is like not going great, and I am concerned because I love Emerson. I ship. We stan Emerson, and apparently they're going through a rough patch. Allison said Emily can't get that the past is in the past, so maybe she cheated on her? I don't know. Hopefully not. Allie, what are you doing if you did? But either way, I don't know. And then Mona, oh my god, Mona is just crazy, and she's always been crazy, so I'm glad that she's still crazy now. She was literally in the house that Allie showed up in, like, out of nowhere. Like, who the f does that? Literally only Mona Vanderwall. But then, her and Allie started talking, and Mona said this thing that I don't think a lot of people are talking about. When Allie was telling her, weren't you in Paris? Mona said, yeah, I was, but the reasons I was there escaped me. That was what she said. And I don't know if y'all remember the series finale of Pretty Little Liars, but Mona had Alex Drake and Mary Drake held captive in France. And now she's saying that the reasons she was there, which I think are Mary and Alex Drake, escaped her. So does that mean that Alex Drake escaped, and is she going to have any role in the show? Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe like the PLL world and the Perfectionist world is like, they're not gonna collide, but I feel like they would eventually. But that's crazy, and honestly, I'm for it, because Troyan Belisario, I fucking love Troyan, so if she's in this show, like, even as a special guest star for one episode, I'm going to be so fucking happy. So Marlene, make that happen. Now let's talk about the main cast besides Allison and Mona. So Ava, she gives me insane Spencer vibes. Like, I look at her, I hear her speak, I hear like her, like, I just see her like existing, and she just exudes this Spencer energy, and I'm all for it. Like, I loved Spencer, and I feel like I'm gonna love Ava, cause Spencer, like, Spencer vibes, and I'm with it. Dylan also kind of gave me Spencer vibes, but I feel like that's just in the sense that he's smart, and like does other people's homeworks, and I feel like that's something Spencer would do, like in high school at least. And then Caitlyn also gave me Spencer vibes, so I think the reason all these people give me Spencer vibes is because this is like an elite ass college where everyone is just competitive, which Spencer was, and like extremely smart and like wealthy, I guess. Yeah, and those are all characteristics that Spencer had, so I think that's what I'm getting from these people. But from Nolan, I got something different. Like, I didn't see Spencer and Nolan, rather I actually saw Allison and Nolan, because he's literally that person that has dirt on everyone, and spoiler alert, literally something happens to him. So like that's what happened to Allie in Pretty Little Liars. So that's like why I'm getting that comparison from. And then apparently his sister, who Dike committed suicide, is alive. And I'm like, of course she's alive. Why wouldn't she be alive? It's literally Pretty Little Liars. Like, no one really dies. I also want to know what the heck is up with Ava's family. Does she not know where her parents are, or does she act like no? I feel like they're gonna dive into that in the series, but I'm genuinely curious as to how that family dynamic worked and like what happened. Like, why is the FBI looking for him as in her father? Let's just get into the big plot twist at the end. Again, spoiler alert, Nolan's death. I just want to start off by saying how freaking insane it is that the Perfectionists were talking about how good life would be if he was dead, and they're already describing ways that he would die, and not even 2 minutes later he was pushed off a building and impaled by a fence. So like, maybe it was one of them, maybe it was Ava, maybe it was Caitlyn, maybe it was Dylan, but at the same time it would be extremely obvious if it was one of them. But here's where my theory that it might be one of them comes into play. They never delved into the I don't know if that's a word. I don't know if I'm trying to seem smart when I'm not. I'm like using a completely imaginary word, but I don't, like, they never delved into that in the first series and like Pretty Little Liars. That whole idea of like one of the liars being like, they would be dope if they did it here, and I feel like that's something they would explore since they didn't do it in the first series. I don't know. So maybe it was one of them, maybe it was not. Again, there's also a book, but I don't know. Like, I've never read the book, so please don't spoil anything that the book might say, even though like they might change it up, but I just don't spoil it for me, because then like I get really angry when I see spoilers and it like ruins everything for me. So please be a nice person and just don't if you read the book. Thank you so much. What the f was that scene at the end where Mona is talking in the mirror and like people are listening to her? So there's like a camera on the bathroom mirror, and like there's this whole like office, and people are like, what the f was that? And it like, again, like that just makes me like, should we trust Mona? But at the same time, I really have a love-hate relationship with Mona. I really don't know if I should trust her. I've learned not to, but it's Mona, and I have a soft spot in my heart for her, so who knows. Something, I think I touched a little base on this when I said I wanted Troyan to be in the series, but I really want there to be guest stars like from the original show on The Perfectionists. And the person that I think is the most reasonable, like most obvious that's going to be in it is probably Emily, right? Because she is married to Allison. It just makes sense. But also I saw a tweet, I don't know if it was one of the writers of the show, but they literally said, oh, Spencer is an FBI agent now. So maybe she like comes on the show to investigate Nolan's death, and that would be dope because I love Troyan. God, I love Troy and I love Spencer so much. But also Lucy Hale, Arya, or Hannah, Ashley Benson. But yeah, I'm really liking the characters. Like, I really like Caitlyn. Ava, love her. Obviously, Allison Mona. Dylan is a good guy. I like him. Besides the fact that he cheated on... But... what are you gonna do? Shit. I'm very excited for the show, and if you haven't watched it and you don't care about spoilers yet, you went through this whole video, please watch it and keep watching. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know down below if you were a fan of Pretty Little Liars and or if you like The Perfectionists now. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.